Hey y'all. Now y'all can hear me. So I just wanted to come live, y'all. You know, real quick, really. I wanted to try to see if I can take calls. And I didn't want to do it in the daytime because we don't know what's gonna happen. But for the most part, the whole live I wanted to do is because RKelly's trial is coming up next month, supposed to start. I wanted to know how people were feeling and maybe take one or two calls to see if the thing is working. Um let me know if y'all can hear me. Hey, spitting fire. Spitting fire in the house. All right, y'all. What's going on? So I'm not gonna be long. I was hoping that I could see if I can have people call in to the number, so that let's see if it works. And hold on before y'all. Let me see. Just bear with me, okay? Because this is the first time I'm doing this. Let's see what happens. Hey, this is Spicy.
Hey, how you doing?
It's working. I didn't know it was gonna
It's
work.
working. It's fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's nice to see you, or to speak to you, spitting fire. I'm
I know
definitely when you
you're
know I
right.
want to hear what you have to say. So we getting close
I
to the
missed the video. Did you see my video vision?
when? Which video?
The video vision I did the other day.
6. I
It's
don't
named
know.
Vision.
I don't know if I
Well,
saw that one.
well, after you leave, do your live. I need you to go check it out.
Yeah, okay. I definitely do that. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, anyway, what I want to say is, getting back on your topic. What I wanted to say is, um, our Kelly trial is coming up. Um, here's the thing. What the prosecutor is doing is, I think that it's bogus. I think that it's violating all his constitutional rights. I think that they're using the social media victim. I think that once they try to paint the picture of the fact that him being a monster or him them showing evidence. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing: it should be the presumption of innocence until proven guilty. I haven't seen no proof other than the stuff that they want. Then they want the jury to be sequestered and hidden from the defendant and all this kind of stuff. They try to act like the man has killed people and he did not. You know what I mean? Now you're lying. And I think that people need to be more upset with that alone than actual him being arrested because he's not being treated fairly. And if he's not being treated fairly, give him then all this
Spitting fire.
uh,
Hold on for 1 second. Let me. Can y'all hear? Cause look, I'm trying to figure out this thing. Hold on for 1 second, please.
okay.
Okay, can you go ahead and continue, please?
Can they hear me? I want to make sure your chat can hear me.
Yeah, me too. I'm trying to see something. Just bear with me, please. Hold on. Just you. Okay, go ahead. My fault.
Okay, they can hear me. They said, woman of God said can hardly hear her.
Okay, go ahead. Let me see.
They said I'm going in and out.
Okay. because I'm clicking buttons. I'm trying to get it so where it's not an echo. But I think if you talk now, it's good because I can hear it on my phone.
Okay, okay. So as I was saying, I just think that the prosecution really need to stop what they're doing with all the shenanigans and the media assassination, and they trying to media convict him. And I think that that's the wrong thing to do because anytime you got to break a man's constitutional right to arrest him or to keep him detained, that there is against the law in itself, and that there should be cause for the charges to be dropped. Not only should the charges be dropped or whatever, but here's my thing on it. You have Bill Cosby who had like 20, 30 accusers. You have Weinstein had 40 or 50 accusers. You mean to tell me the man who was most handsome out of all those two men, okay, only got 6 that the prosecutor had to go out and search and find? You understand what I'm saying? These women didn't even come forward on their own. They had to go be solicited. So I think that, you know, when it's situations like that and the people acting and try to ignore it, that's an issue with me. And that's a problem with other celebrities. Because right now we are quarantined. Right now, ain't nobody's career really jumping off at all. So why isn't anyone standing up for this man? It doesn't matter if you like a person or not. The matter is he done right in our justice system? You know what I mean? We don't convict whether we like somebody or not. If that was the case, how many people we would want to go to jail is on the basis of us liking them? I still want everybody to have due process of the law. I just think it's wrong.
Right.
And I think that the women who are accusing these men of sexual assault, they need to be held responsible. And then they claiming that sex trafficking and taking people across state lines, I think that the parents need to be held accountable too. I did a trafficking video about the parents. And I was asking, you know, because the law makes it so ironic, you know, as I mentioned before, when a 14-year-old does something, commit a crime, they can charge them with an adult. But you sit up there and say, when it comes to sex, they can't be willing to do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you know, if a 14-year-old killed RKelly, she can be charged as an adult.
Right.
But
absolutely,
if she has sex with a man his age or somebody older than her, then she's the victim. Like, which one is it? But we got 14-year-olds, she can't consent. But then we turn around, we have them having babies every day, all day.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, what do we do as society to where we don't blame kids and everything else, but at the same time, we have to know that parents got to be held some kind of responsibility.
Exactly.
Why is that 14-year-old is out of state anyway, and there was no Amber Alert, and you didn't say anything about it? Like, when is the federal government going to start arresting parents?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
So have you heard anything from the parents lately? Did you notice how it's quiet now that the trial starts next month?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I noticed that the trial starts next month. I noticed that a lot on the other side, I noticed that people were making a good point. Someone in my thread has said, why is it that the prosecutors are relaying messages and talking to the ops? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
okay.
Why is that happening? Like, why do they know a lot more about this case than it's supposed to be concealed? You get what I'm going with this? Because they want to put it out there. They want to use this for media assassination and conviction and prosecution. And that's sad because people fall for it. People believe everything in the media. And what's sad about it is when we first started coming out here and we were talking about this case when it erupted after the docuseries, we were doing so good. We were doing good. And then next thing you know, we were bombarded.
Hell
you know
and
what I mean?
high water.
And then there was fighting. And then it wasn't just one side, it's both sides. And you try to pull somebody back and they just keep fighting. They forgot all about RKelly. Even some of the subs forgot all about RKelly.
Yeah.
Because now it's about their favorite blogger and who they like and who they is. And this man actually sitting in the cell fighting for his life. And so, and I'm guilty of it too. Like, you get mad and you go back and forth with people, but I realize that I have to keep my eyes on the prize and fight against injustice, in which I try to do. And then I find myself having to defend myself on lies and stuff like that. Look, believe what you want to believe. I gotta keep it moving because that's a distraction. That's to get you off of what it is that you're doing. Because I think that the reason why we were infiltrated was we were actually reaching people.
But this is the thing, Spitfire, though, if I can. That's why I have this picture of R. Kelly. I was searching, like, what picture can I put up of R. Kelly? And I'm a feeler, so I got to feel the energies. And this picture with his arms, with the main part of this picture that stands out is strong. So at the end of the day, there's a lot of supporters. There's a lot of detractors. There's a lot of, that's why I titled it, no, because we're gonna get spicy. Because what people don't want to talk about, and the thing I've done is, I separate it because at the end of the day, I do have a full-time job, but this is fun to me also, and it's also, it fulfills a part of me, because me being I am a singer. I always like acting, always in the arts. This is like a medium for me because I would never want to be in that world ever. But so by me creating a YouTube channel, I never had an intention to only focus on R. Kelly. There's nothing wrong with people that do. What I found was I have to separate. When you creating a video about me, calling me out my name because you don't like my opinion, then I know I got too close to this. I know I got too involved. And at the end of the day, R. Kelly is the one, like you said, in jail, prison right now. He's the one having to be strong. And at the end of the when this is all said and done, he's the one that's going to have to answer to whatever happens after this trial. So my question now is, because I want to get deep and I want to challenge people. That's why I really wanted to do this. And I know you're going to keep it real. What if R. Kelly if the evidence is proven against him? What if it's proven that R. Kelly was messing with underage? What? No, I'm putting you on the spot. I'm putting everybody on the spot because I don't really give a damn about that because I'm separated. I'm allowed to say and feel and think and ask anything.
Okay, well, I get real with you. I get raw and uncut with you. Anybody that deals with anybody knowingly and that is underage and they're seeking them, then that's a problem. And they should be held and done with in the court of law. Because here's my thing. If a man is going out seeking young underage girls, seeking them, that's my key word. Right. Not underage girls going into adult space. Because I've spoken about that as well on my channel. And I've spoken about that last year. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Now, we got a problem. There's going to be a problem with a kid going into adult state. See, this is why, but we're talking, you saying that it's proven that he did anything for underage girls. Well, here's my thing.
What is?
If he sought out underage girls, if he sought out, like they try to claim he did, if he sought out underage girls within the time frame of which they are claiming that he did, within the statute of their limitations, okay? Because even that, I still believe in the law. We have to cut it off somewhere. So if the statute of limitations has not ran out and he actually had done these things and it's proven that he's done these things, he got to answer for like everyone else. We have a law. We have a system here. We have a system here that says that no one can be consent to sexual to sex in 17 or 18, depending on the state. However, what the law has never, ever foreseen when they make these laws was that what if we have kids entering and their parents are entering them into adult space, lying about their ages. That's the problem. Because we all know that there are girls, like I went to my daughter's middle school, and these girls are stacked. And then I've seen some of her teachers, they underdeveloped. I was on a platform tonight where a woman said, well, you can tell the girl in the video was underage because her underdeveloped body. No. There are many people who are petite and small, that have small busts, that don't have curves and everything else. The performance of that girl is not of a 14-year-old, okay? That's somebody who is actually active and knew exactly what they were doing for quite some time. So let's get that understood. And not only that, and people also say, well, he peed on a 14-year-old, but nobody's looking at the fact that, listen to the fact that
right.
the person who's being peed on didn't have a problem with it.
So this is what I wanted to ask, because I know you saying a lot of things in one, and I want to make this clear. The reason why I want to ask you this is because this is the reality, and this is summing it up. This is a sum up of all the naysayers, all the people that would judge him, and let's get to the nitty gritty. Now, for the ones that may be listening that do feel that he's guilty now, I want to ask the opposite question. What if he's found innocent? So I don't want to I want to give somebody else a chance, but I wanted you to you say a lot of great points. So if you want to go ahead and continue and elaborate.
Okay, I'm gonna elaborate real fast and then I'll let somebody go on. I'm sorry, you guys in the chat. But when you have sex with someone, you can't look at, oh, she's a 14-year-old girl because you said she was 14. You know what I mean? We have to prove the fact that the girl was actually underage. And then we have to understand, and we also have to look at the fact that the girls may have been underage, but this girl is experienced as well. Right. So we sure that this is not the first probably man she's able to be with of his age. Then you have to look at if she was. But I don't think that was a 14-year-old. I think that's somebody that's experienced. Developing of the body, that's far-fetched, okay? People shape all different types of ways all the time. People tend to talk, well, he peed on somebody. Well, she didn't mind being peed on. You know, people ain't looking at the glass. People look at the glass half full. They don't never look at it half empty. You know what I mean? Right. If me and my man, if you and your man, just hypothetical, if y'all into kink like that, and they call, well, he peed on her, but you don't mind being peed on. If y'all kinky like that, whose business is it? Nobody's looking at it for that fact. Second of all, you asked me about something else. I forgot what it was, but I just wanted to clear that up. So my thing is, we have to prove it. But the thing of it is, we shouldn't have to prove old stuff. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
If this video was also the same video that was in the first trial or the same person in the first trial, we need to be upset. Because I don't care if it's the state or the federal.
I believe it is.
People got that mixed up. I did a video on that. That's double jeopardy. Period. Point blank. Point blank. And so I'm thinking a lot of these women are the same women that is still accusing him of something, and they found a way to go back and retry people from way back then or come after them 30, 40, and 50 years. We got to stop all of that. That's madness.
Absolutely.
That's silliness. You know what I mean? So, because they talking, well, I didn't have the courage. Well, courage is no excuse not going to the law, not filing a police report, not going to get a rape kit. That's not.
And you know, we had 2 years now. Was it 2 years? Dang, 2 years where we combed out everything you saying is really helpful because it helps everybody to remember. Because like you said, people started fighting. They forgot about what we fighting for. Some of us have not. But that is a very good thing to bring up because like you mentioned, Geronda lied about her age, period. She told him, and Dr. Rice, who I like a lot. I like Dr. Rice. I got to check up on him. But he did an interview with Kiana Jones where she talked about Geronda. RKelly asked her for her ID. She's a witness in this case. And that I think that will mean a lot because she talked about how RKelly, when they, first of all, we know how it went. She tracked him down, went to the court. She caught up with Kiana Jones, and they would get on the train. They would always go to where RKelly was at. They knew Bubba. Geronda, this is what I'm saying. By Kiana's testimony to Dr. Rice, what she told him was from her count, Geronda knew Bubba. From Geronda's count, when she told Tasha K, Geronda knew Bubba. So the common denominator to me is that Geronda knew Bubba from MySpace. Geronda knew Bubba from a tattoo parlor. So what do you think about that? How do you think? What would that tell you about how that connection went? Like if you can imagine how that scenario would have went if she know this guy, she know he knows RKelly, the mindset of this young girl who is trying to get close to RKelly so she befriends his friend. Do you think that was possible and that's how she began to put her eyes on him?
Well, yeah. Here's the thing. We often sit up here and think like someone in the chat said a child. I'm gonna speak on that. Someone said a child. What we as society has forgotten is that, like I mentioned just a few minutes ago, when a child, okay, and this is to the person that's in your chat saying a child, when a child commits a crime, the government tries your child as an adult. And so here we are as
Mm-hmm.
people trying to act as if children don't have or are not able to be conniving, are not able to sit up there and be, and concoct things and try to get things and try to, you know what I mean? Kids are smarter than what they think, or a child is smarter than what they think. This is why they have children's prisons as well. We call them juvenile detention. They be out here committing crimes, and they can be out here lurking too. We have
Mm-hmm.
teenage sexual predators as well. So if you have teenage sexual predators, what makes you think that a teenager can concoct and play on an older man? You understand? Because I know I've done it. So the thing
Right.
of it is that we often think, well, if you underage, you don't know what you're doing. Psych. That's a misconception of adults. Kids know what they're doing. That's why when we tell them not to do something, and all of us guilty of it, when our parents tell us not to do something and give us curfews, and then we break that curfew, we get in trouble. We knew what we were doing, but we wanted to do what we wanted to do anyway, because a lot of us want to grow up faster. We want to get into the nightclubs. We want to go with the fake ID and dress wrong, and we know we got titties and butts, and we going in there with heels with fake ID to get in.
And
But
that's
the
how I
reason
feel.
is
Right.
we don't know
This is
what all the adults doing, and so that's why we get in trouble. That's why there's age restrictions on entering clubs and concerts and things like that. No person, no teenager should have been seeking out an adult man, period. Her mother should not have allowed her to go down there to his trial, period. Her mother, who
absolutely.
knew that she was at his house, and she said she was at R. Kelly house. Why are you at a grown man's house? Period. No, it ain't just about the child. The child manipulates the parents. The parents go along with it. They already sexually active, and they all agree with it. They all, you know what I'm saying? So let's not play stupid. Let's not play all these
Right.
girls
So
that
this
are sexually active before they even got with R. Kelly. You know what I mean? Even down to Azriel. You ain't sitting up there killing yourself over a young man if you ain't got dick down. That's just the reality of it. So we need to stop being so naive to think that teenagers can be manipulative. That's all I got to say. So I'm gonna let somebody else call in. Okay, I took up too much of your time
No,
already.
you
All
good.
right.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Before y'all call in, okay.
Okay. Bye bye.
Um, okay, I'll talk to you later.
Bye bye.
So that's a very good point. And let me just reiterate the reason for this is because R. Kelly's trial is coming up next month. And I guess it's important for me to tell you how I feel. I feel very briefly that if R. Kelly is found guilty, I'm going to have a different conversation at the end of the day. I'm still going to listen to his music. I'm still going to love him. I agree wholeheartedly. It's not a fact that I feel like I didn't comb through, and not a case I feel like I didn't dig into, and I feel like I've seen and heard enough to know that in a sense he is the victim of a lot of women, a lot of younger women, and possibly young girls that was interested. Now we're near the end, and evidence will come forward. But I want to know if somebody in the chat or somebody out there would like to call in that can maybe does not have not been on R. Kelly's side, that they want to voice their opinion. And what if R. Kelly, in your case, I would like to know from you, what if R. Kelly, the evidence says that he's innocent? How would that change your opinion? How would you support him? So if there is somebody that would like to call in, just call in. Absolutely, Terry. I'm gonna always love R. Kelly. I'm gonna always in this is we don't know nothing. We know what we studied, we know what we looked into. At next month, the trial begins. What we can do is keep praying for him, and we can pray, for everybody if you want to pray for them. I will say that I was extremely angry. I was very angry towards all of these women, All of these women, Faith Rogers, Rhonda, Lisa, Kitty, all of them, because they all seem like scallywags to me. They all seem like a bunch of chicks that was chasing him, chasing R. Kelly, our star, our superstar, that they all wanted him because he was the man. He is the man because he's doing his thing. But at the end of the day, I gotta keep it 110%, and I'm gonna let you know right now that I'm gonna keep it 110%. I have to say I'm still with R. Kelly. I'm still going to support him. Like I said, he deserves his day in court. Y'all can call in if you want. He deserves his day in court. He deserves that. They're not giving him a fair trial. There's no possible way he will get a fair trial. The only way that he's going to get anything fair is by the grace of God. That's true. That's for real. Because in the United States, you have to be 18 years of age. You have to live in that jurisdiction of where you're going to where the trial is, which is Chicago and New York. You have to live there for 1 year. So how can anybody out of 2.1 million people that view Lifetime Surviving R. Kelly in July, 6 months after it came out, 2.1 million people viewed that. Okay, and then not counting, I'm not even counting outside of the United States, Australia, UK, everywhere else. Everybody knows who R. Kelly is. There's not a person that don't know who he is. So it's already a fact that R is not, it's just impossible. So I know Steven Greenberg is really fighting very hard for him to get a fair trial. And it's really hurtful. So one of the things that, since no one's calling in, I'm just gonna keep it going. Update. I don't know if y'all heard about what happened with Joycelyn, but Joycelyn, basically, the charges were dropped. Azriel did not show up to court. I found that to be extremely. I would be pissed off. Let me just say that, because you drag me to a fight. You get to go on your Twitter. You get to start shit with me. You get to go on your Twitter with your Twitter fingers. And you get to type up some BS that this is chess and not checkers. Then you come over to the Trump Tower. I come over to the Trump Tower as I'm Joycelyn. And you over there just antagonizing me and trying to start shit with me. And then I end up going to jail over you. That's how it happened for Joycelyn. Months after because anybody know that when you go to court. When you have to go to court, you don't just go one time. It's like you go get locked up, then you gotta go wait forever to be seen by the judge. Waste your day. If you got a job, you gotta call off. You know, it's just a drag. It takes time out of your day. It's an inconvenience. And for this girl to start that with her, get her locked up, drag her through that, turn around 2 months later, 2-3 months, and what? You leaving her a message on the internet talking about you miss her, talking about you love her. Azriel said she loved her, and missed her after she put her through that. After she called her and said that in front of the world, because the Shade Room views to millions of people, say that you sexually abused me or whatever she said when you had sex with me when I was a child. So you said that you said that you did all of that, and then a couple months after that, her birthday comes. You out here again making videos, displaying videos of Joycelyn. Joycelyn does not come out in the public. You don't hear from her. You hear from Azriel. You see her because she wants to be seen. That's what she wants. You don't see that. So you bring her a private video of her and you in a private moment without asking permission. It's like you are harassing her after you accused her of raping you. And so now you drop the charges. That's what I don't know if y'all heard that, but hey, that's happened. And I found that, like I said, to be I would be pissed off. I would be personally mad over something like that. So is anybody else going to call in? The number is on the screen. Oh yeah, you might not even see the number. My fault. Sorry, y'all. Here go the number. Here's the number, guys. Let me just read some of these comments, and hopefully this, Terry again, look, I'm just reading, let me see. Terry says, I think all the women are lying on R. Kelly. Lil Mac says, Azriel is crazy, straight up. Her credibility ain't worth nothing now. Absolutely. It's not a good look. Absolutely not a good look. Just It says Just Jazz debunked the lie. It says Yup has been dropped the charges, but she should have never ever lied and got Joy arrested. Period. Az knew the facts was going to come out about her lying on Joy. Shaking my head. Like Joy said, she's evil, and you know what? It is what it is. Y'all, the number is on the screen. Does anybody feel that? Do anybody out there? You bold enough? Nobody? No. You could just call in and say, if you feel that RKelly is guilty, and what if he's not? What if the evidence does not sustain and he's walks? What if he's not guilty in your eyes? What if he's not guilty in reality? I'd like to know. The number is 856-537-8629. It's okay. Thanks, Spitting Fire. The number is, let me try to fix this so y'all can see it. It's 856-537-8679. And I'm not going to be too much longer. I do appreciate everybody that dropped by. And again, this is we got to get to the real nitty-gritty, the bottom line. We here. We're here. It's nothing we can do. Okay, I got a call. Okay, let me get to that part now. I'm trying to, right. Hey. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, who's calling?
Elaine, yes.
So what do you think? How do you feel? I'm interested in knowing how you feel.
I feel guilty or innocent. I'm with him.
How so?
Regardless.
I'm sorry. How can I have two calls at once? I'm sorry. How'd that happen? Okay. I think I hung up on the wrong caller. Caller, please call back, caller. Y'all bear with me. This is my first time doing this. Hi, this is Spicy.
Hey, Spice.
Hey.
You said that you want to know from too well. I believe that RKelly is 100% innocent, and you're saying that. What do we think if it comes out that he's not?
Yes, I would like to know, since we're at the end of the road, what if the evidence comes back and says that RKelly is found guilty of dealing with underage girls? Will that change anything for you?
No. And the reason that I say that it won't change that for me, because it can be different. Okay, it can be different reasons of why they're pushing this. Because at the end of the day, the jury has to say, do they find him guilty or not? Off of, now we have to see too, tainted evidence as well. So how are we supposed to know if this is a fair, how can I put this? Like a fair word from the jury.
Right.
Because this whole case been public opinion. Even with the Lifetime, and they already stated that a lot of the women was in the Lifetime that lied, but they still had to air it because it cost them millions of dollars. And if you watch every clip of the Lifetime, it said on each clip from the beginning, RKelly denied all charges, these are alleged, but they still painted this narrative to give the public opinion that he's a monster, he messed with underage girls. If you look at the Lifetime, it was nothing good about that man. Like he said, y'all was talking about Lucifer. Y'all wasn't talking about me. He said everybody has relationships. People go through things, but to just paint me as a monster that they couldn't leave. I locked doors. I didn't feed them. They had to walk around in sweats. First of all, you're dealing with a mega superstar. That's for one. So you got so many different people who might try to hurt him, might try to hurt the woman he's with. There's a way you have to move. So who's to say that even the guy, I can't think of his name right now, the one that wrote that book about him in 2007, and he aired the book after the first trial. Yeah, Jim,
Derek Goddess.
Who's to say, right. So who's to say his book was facts? Like, this is what I hate about a lot of people that, like, try to argue back, you know, Team Truth and everything like that. Everything y'all say is nothing about what the woman did.
Right.
Okay. And any woman that's a woman know, okay, when you with a man, You know, after about, I'ma just say 90 days, like Steve Harvey said, the 90-day rule.
Mm-hmm.
You know, around approximately 90 days if you want to be with this man or not. You know. So we're talking about women that stayed after 3, 4, 5 years.
Right.
And then no police reports. And then there were over 6 wellness checks done by professional police officers.
Right.
So again, this is where I find him guilty of. When he said in Gayle King's interview, everybody has relationships. People go through things.
Right.
That's what I find him guilty of the people he put in this space. Like Greenberg said, when you lay down with fleas, you get fleas. This is what fleas do. And I'm not trying to be smart. I'm not trying to discredit these witnesses or anything. But after 90 days, you kind of know if you want to be with a man or not. Like with the girl who lied about her age with the ID. Do she really think when we go to court? Do she really think that they're not going to, she's not, okay, that's going to work. Oh, yeah, I'm going to still get over it because I lied. No, he's going to get off with that. You lied, and you plainly said you lied.
Right.
And even the pictures that you posted, that Team True posted, oh, look at this little kid laying in his bed and all this. And she was comfortable. And she didn't go to police after she left his house. Guess what she did? She went home, got clothes, and came back. He didn't put a gun on her head. You better come back here and let me, do it to your little young ass or whatever. No. She was following.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. I got 2 calls coming in. I don't know how to do this. My fault. You got it, too. You on it. How the heck? Now, look now. Hello? Hello? Uh-oh. Are you still on the line?
Yes.
Okay, good.
And I want to say another thing about Drea, his wife. We all have to remember how Drea came in. A backup dancer who was trying to work her way to the top. So meaning she also knew when she came in everything that Rob was into. A lot of women, which a lot of these megastars is. A lot of women, let's say, it's women that actually chase after these celebrities, which I don't know if people know. They're called groupies.
Absolutely.
They are paid.
Y'all gotta wait now. I can't do that because I'm gonna have to keep hanging up.
They get paid for this. So it messes me up that they don't want to admit that a lot of these women, that's what they were. And they would have did anything, not even just to RKelly, to any celebrity wealthy man.
Right.
To get to that special spot. And once they see they didn't get there, or once they see they were so-called canceled because the contract went up after the guy done doing what he want to do, you done doing what you want to do, he see it ain't going to work, you see it ain't going to work. How do you call rape abuse with no police report? And then any real woman that's a victim, they don't settle out in civil court. They don't settle their pain out for money. They go to court and prosecute to the fullest. So you can't keep saying that after years and years and years, they come back, oh, now my brain remembered everything that happened.
Excuse me, sis. Can y'all hang on a moment? Because I don't know what I'm doing, okay? Because I keep hanging y'all up because I can't, put y'all on hold. Go ahead, sis. You got that.
So that's basically what I feel is if anything do happen, I believe it's going to be the people that he allowed in his space and who he trusted. But it's obvious, it's facts that these women chased him. And when Azriel was going to the Funk Flex concert, that concert was not for her age, as her parents are saying. She was 17. Every artist that was at that concert was artists from the mid and late 80s singing about sexual things in their songs. They would no artist there was I'm not trying to think of a Raven Simone or no, that wasn't some artists that was there. So what was she going? They talking about, oh, they said the therapy, take her to music, that gives her, helps her out and everything else. What was she going to get off of that concert with that type of music that was going to be played? Nothing but sex, nothing but thinking about, horny and all that, the words they talk in that music. Let's be real here.
Right.
What she was thinking about the tempo and the rhythm?
Not at all.
So it's like
thinking about
everybody
that
knows
nice looking man.
And we're going to be real. Out of 100% of women, I don't care if you got a husband. I don't care if maybe you single. I don't care. Any woman that comes in that man's presence, he can just speak. And you he has a sex appeal.
Right.
It's called a sex appeal that women grasp onto. So imagine these women that got up in his personal space.
Right.
What?
Not
Come
happening,
on,
baby.
let's be real. I'd rather y'all just say, even like Dominique said, I did certain things, he did certain things. But to call him a monster, she said, I can't call him that. To say he deserved jail time, I can't say that. She said, and then when her mother, when she stopped, paying her mom bills, and her mom said, oh, I'm going to kill myself, I'm going to kill the dog, I'm going to kill my son, and all this, that. Like, come on. And then these parents push this narrative that these girls were kidnapped. And this is why the feds and stuff came in. This is what I believe. They didn't think it was going to go this far. But when you're making them serious allegations and you saying children were involved, what did you think was going to happen? When it never was children. And when the court comes, a lot of them will be cross-examinated, and a lot of these women are going to get in trouble because y'all lie. And a lot of these women also, what do they call that, hindering with evidence and stuff like y'all lied.
Right.
And the facts are out here. And all this for a check? Because a lot of y'all that got these checks, these civil checks with that lawyer who was calling every woman that dealt with him, hey, come over here to me, I'll get you a check. Hey, come over here. She didn't offer none of the woman therapy. She didn't offer none of the women to try to prosecute to the fullest of the law as he hurt them or abused them. Nobody had medical abuse, no abusers on them, nothing. So
this is RKelly here. I'm going to show you RKelly. Here's RKelly. While you know. Shout out to the neighborhood talk too.
Women are grabbing the skin, taking the stuff back, and these is women that wasn't even living with him. So why would he have to take them women?
Right.
Why would he have to kidnap y'all? Why?
Excellent. Absolutely.
And do these women think that, like Azriel, I'm not trying to be smart, but I hope she knows that if she thinks these prosecutors and stuff, they didn't look at how she's chasing after Drake, how her brother is telling Drake, please, if you don't mess with my sister, she's going to kill herself. This is a life and death situation. Why Teen Truth don't talk about that stuff? That's what I'm saying. They want to bash RKelly, but
perception.
Y'all don't talk about how her dad was reaching out to Timberland and says, oh, Aaliyah was the best thing, but no, my daughter Azriel is. You need to reach out there. So this is y'all thing.
Right.
This y'all thing. And this is usually a lot of young women things to try to get to the top, and they use a wealthy celebrity man to get there.
Of course.
So
I'm
gonna check because they blowing you up now.
Yeah, because it's late now. I'm ready to go to bed. I didn't expect all of y'all to be up. I was just checking.
Okay,
but thanks. I appreciate your information and reminding us this whole entire 2 years. See you later. You have a good night.
You too.
Okay, where we at? Okay, now let me get okay, so they hung up. Yeah, this is RKelly. Shout out to the neighborhood talk too. Wipe my tongue. Watch this, y'all. Look at all them women over this man. We know what time it is. And you don't know what age these chicks are. Assumed to be 18. So we know what time it is. So I'll probably take one more call, y'all. Bear with me on this call thing. We're gonna have some rules later, but I'm gonna go ahead. Hey, this is Spicy. Hello? Did I hang up? Hello? Okay, I don't know what happened to that call. I don't know what happened to that call yet, but yeah, y'all, appreciate everybody. What's going on, Ruthie? And I saw J Rock. See Rona, everybody. Thanks for coming, guys. I'm not going to be long. Valerie says, RKelly kept changing her story, too. 1 minute you're on Facebook Live saying you leave your baby daddy alone. He's family. Then you're on interviews. You said he was beating your ass. Talking about you was in a hog tie position. Did y'all really know that was a real sex position? I didn't know, but I saw somebody on like an oldie movie. I was watching a movie. They was talking about being in hog tie. So that's really a sexual position. Girl, go ahead somewhere. Yeah, okay. Hello.
Hello?
Hi, who's calling?
Is this spicytopics?
Hi, this is Spicy. Who's this?
Oh, this is Malcolm. I was calling in just for a brief moment. How you doing, man? I just want to pick up off what the woman just said. And she's totally right. Me personally, I feel like RKelly, Robert Sylvester Kelly, is 100% innocent because of the fact is, just think about it, all these allegations for 30 years, and you had not had one single parent that went to the authorities. Jerronda Pace's mother didn't go to the authorities. Lisa Van Allen's mother didn't go to the authorities. Faith Rogers' mother didn't go to the authorities.
Right.
None of these women's mother went to the authorities. Even Rashonda Lansfield's mother didn't go to the authorities.
Right.
I just want to know, with the situation with Rashonda, how is it that her mother wasn't contacted, but Sparkle was contacted? Sparkle is not her legal mother. She's her aunt. So that didn't add up right there neither. And then why would he marry Aaliyah, and Barry Hankerson is Aaliyah's uncle, right?
Right.
And he did not say nothing about it. This man, you saying this man married his niece, and he stayed was his manager all those years after the fact he married his niece? Come on, something ain't adding up right. That doesn't sound right. And then if he did marry her, he didn't let nobody know that he married Drea. It took a while for everybody to figure out who he was married to. So why would he put that information out that he married a 15-year-old child? So I think somebody gave Vibe magazine a marriage certificate. It's not real with Aaliyah. I just feel like it's a lot of inconsistencies with these stories, and people don't want to touch on it. They just want to look at the fact, he married Aaliyah, he was on the tape. They don't want to investigate the situation. This man is innocent.
And my problem with that, Malcolm, is why y'all don't have nothing, because you talking about Aaliyah, God rest her soul. Aaliyah is gone. Rashonda, I am now 38. I was when she was they claimed, back when she was 14. I don't even know. Like, this girl is grown. Why are we talking about these people?
Right.
Because you don't have nothing else to talk about. It's building a case.
I'm sorry, I mean to cut you off.
Go ahead, my fault. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're good. He went to trial for that in 2008. He was in front of his jury, and the jury found him not guilty. So I don't understand why they bringing that back up. That's water under the bridge. And then you mean to tell me after that trial, and I'm not trying to bash nobody, Jerronda Pace is not a knockout person to risk going to jail. He just been acquitted of these charges they trying to say he doing now. Why would he take a chance on with somebody like Jerronda Pace? It just don't add up. And then all these women from all the way back from Tiffany Hawkins to Jerronda Pace to what's the other lady? The
Eddie Jones. Okay, Lanita Clark.
Yeah, that's her name. All those women went to Susan Logan. Susan Logan represents all those women, and all those women that got money, that signed none of these close agreements, all that got the same amount of money, $250,000. The same person that did all those backroom deals with Susan Logan is Darren McDavid. Darren McDavid was R. Kelly's manager, I think, And Susan Logan and Darren McDavid went to college together. So that doesn't ring a bell. You mean to tell me that all these women say he did this? Okay, what woman went to the police? Okay, what woman say I don't want the money? I want him in jail. He harmed me. He did this to me. He did this to me. None of them. They all took money, some kind of deal. You mean ain't out of all those women, ain't one of those women one to press charges on him or did it? It doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense at all, man.
Right.
And then you got Lisa Van Allen. She got on national TV and admitted she slept with a minor. Why she is it in indictment? She admitted on TV she slept with a minor, and she was not a minor at the time. She went to on the Red Table Talk and lied and said that she was 17 at the time. She wasn't 17. She was 18 at the time. And not only she was with her baby father at that time. I forgot the guy's name. He already said that she's no good. She's up to nothing. Then not only that, she went on the Red Table Talk saying that he did all this to her, but she didn't tell Miss Jada Pinkins that she stole $100,000 watch from RKelly, and that she tried to extort him with a sex tape with a guy named Keith and a guy named Chuck. They used to be in the was on the RKelly label Rockland. She didn't tell that part, and then she didn't tell the part that she took her daughter back and went back and stayed and lived with him. If he's such a monster, all this thing that you claim he got to be, why did you bring your daughter back and go stay with him? Then you got Faith Rogers saying that she's not a victim anymore. Come on now, like.
So let me ask you, Malcolm. I'm sorry. Let me ask you. Now, as a man, can you tell me? Because I'm always going to keep it spicy. It's just going to be. You got to have some cinnamon with your tea. Maybe not your tea, but with your toast. Okay, how about that? So, as a man, when you just think, if you can elaborate, because I had Ira Parker on the show. He will be coming back soon, but he talked about from his perspective as a man. What would you say? Because I gotta ask these questions. If the evidence points a little different than what you feel, as a man, how do you think you would? And I want the honesty. If that's how you feel, you're gonna stick to it 110%. What if the evidence goes against what you believed?
Well,
how would you?
Personally,
what would you say?
Do which part that I believe that's true or not true, or how do you want me to?
Well, let's say the evidence comes back and shows what we don't want to hear. That RKelly possibly got caught up with some underage girls. What would you have to say about that?
You playing devil's advocate. You saying if he gets found guilty?
Yes, I'm saying that because the trial is next month. So I want to know I just want you to, and you can be honest. You can be honest if you're gonna continue to support him. Just let me know. Just let us know.
To be honest, I'm gonna continue to support him. I know people out there gonna feel bad about that. Yes, I'm not condoning sleeping with a minor. I'm not condoning sleeping with a minor, but at the same time, I'm gonna still support him and still rock with him because at the end of the day, I can't judge him. I'm not God. I ain't got, like K. Michelle said, I ain't got a heaven or hell to put nobody in. That's not my position. But at the same time, okay, you're going to lock him up. Now you need to lock these parents up. You need to lock those bodyguards. If it's true, if he did do this, okay, you got him locked up, okay. You need to go get the parents. You need to go get the bodyguard. You need to go get the manager. You need to go get his brother because he's had an affair with underage girls. You need to go get Lisa Van Allen. She said she was on that tape with that minor. You also need to go back, and these people need to go back and get your cousins, your nieces, your nephews, your uncles, that y'all want to quick get on here and say, RKelly slept with a minor, but y'all not getting on the fact that your cousin or somebody, your relatives, were dealing with a minor at that time. Because back in the 80s and 90s, my mother told me that was a common thing. It was common for a 16-year-old girl to be dating a 21-year-old guy or a 22-year-old guy. That was common. Like, when I was
definitely.
A baby, that was common. So you gonna sit here and all these people gonna sit here and call this man a monster. He loves children. Okay, what about your cousin that was down the road that was dating that minor? You ain't calling him no pedophile. What about your uncle that married, or your grandfather that married your grandmother when she was 15? He was like 22. You gonna call your grandfather a pedophile? Come on now. At the end of the day, in the Bible, it's plenty of women that was getting married and they was dating underage. Just like at the color purple, for example. Those people
Right.
didn't get called pedophiles and stuff back then. It was men selling their daughters at 14 and 15. They was getting married at 15 back then. So all of a sudden now, everybody was doing
matters.
it back then. Now
Right.
he's a pedophile. If he did, that's why I feel like if my thing, if he gets found guilty for doing this, I feel like the parents should go to get charged. He should get charged, and that person that was a minor at the time, because at 15 and 16, you're a minor, but you got sense enough to know, hey, I don't need to be with this older man. So I feel like they should get some type of fine or charge. The laws are real screwed up to me.
They
How
are.
can a 17-year-old boy commit murder, but then Jeronna Pace can say she lied about her age and slept with RKelly at 15 and told him she was 19 and slept with him at 16,
I will
but
beat
not
her
get charged
ass.
with it. That's not right. So I feel like if he's guilty, okay, that's cool. But if you're gonna lock him up, then cool, he broke the law. But you need to go get those parents too, and you need to go get those other people that y'all know that was sleeping with minors too. Go on, turn them in too. You know what I'm saying? The bodyguards and all them, because he's been indicted and hired
Spitting
one man
fire.
for RICO Act.
I'm sorry,
You
Malcolm.
don't-
I got you hot, don't I? I got you getting it. Go ahead, Malcolm. Spitting Fire
sorry.
said Mary
I'm
gave birth
finna-
to a 14-year-old. Now look, leave Jesus out of
Elvis.
it. I'm just kidding.
Elvis,
Don't
Elvis
take
was
me.
married.
Look, I'm just bringing. I'm definitely going to take it there because we wrapping this time up. So yeah,
oh,
yeah, I'm gonna ask you, and I appreciate your answer. You're giving me an honest answer.
oh, no problem. Yeah, I'm not here to judge. And these people, like these celebrities and stuff, who is them to judge? Because at the same time, y'all was all for this man. Y'all wanted him to do a song with y'all, sell y'all records, and now y'all want to throw him to the wolves and call him a pedophile. He gave Monica a whole song, and now she want to turn around and say he's a pedophile. He did a song with Lady Gaga. She want to turn around and call him a pedophile. Don't be quick to throw your hands at people, because at the end of the day, in the Bible says, judge not to be judged. So I'm not judging him. That's not me. If he did wrong, that's between him, God, and the people he did wrong. I don't have no say-so on that. But me personally, I feel like he's 100% innocent. I feel like it's all BS. I feel like those people that was around him were no good. They used him. They took advantage of him because he was dyslexia and all that. And then they capitalized off that.
Right.
I've been a fan of his music since I was like 5 years old. My mother had the 12-play CD. She played it all the time. And the way my mother always told me, she said, boy, the way that man singing, he ain't singing to no 15-year-old. I laugh when she say that.
I heard
She'll
that.
say, she say the way he singing, son, he's not singing for no minor. He's not singing for no 15, 16-year-old, the way this man singing. And then the way they was talking about him in Surviving RKelly, me personally, I get a vibe off people. I don't feel like he's like that. He's not a confrontational person. That, like growing up watching his music videos,
Right.
interviews and all that. He's not a confrontational guy. He don't have to do all that stuff. He's RKelly, the king of R&B. He wrote 12 Play. The 12 Play. You know how big that album was? Why would he have to hold someone against their will? We talking about RKelly here now. Just off his music alone, you know how many women he can get? Just off his music. So why would he have to hold women house? He don't have to. Like he said in the Gary King, he don't need to. If anything, he probably trying to get rid of some of them. Why would he need the other headache? You know what I'm saying? And then people are not looking at like his exes, like Dominique Garner. She said on Dr. Rice, the doors wasn't locked. You can leave and come as you go. She said Jeronna Pace lied.
She told on them that it wasn't nothing going on.
Then you got his other girlfriend, Holly. She speaks highly of him. Then you got the white lady, his ex, the one that he was dating. She speaks highly, so he was a perfect gentleman. Drill was with him for 12 years. It's no way you can be with this man for this long and he beat you and all this. You ain't got no police reports. You ain't got no doctor reports or nothing like that, but you claim this man beat you? No, and then you not telling the world that RKelly divorced you. You didn't divorce him. So if he was physically beating you, emotionally abusing you, why didn't you get your 3 kids and leave? Any other woman with some common sense would do that. No, you want that fame and fortune. I believe RKelly didn't want her in that spotlight. She wanted to be in that spotlight so bad. She wanted to be the RKelly wife and all that. That's why she ain't get rid of the name. She wants that spotlight, and he mad that she can't be with him. That's why she going out doing all this stuff, just like Azrael doing. She can't be with him. Rumor has it that Azrael, I heard the rumor has it, I don't know how true it is, I just heard it from
What
another
happened?
blog, that Azrael was told to go home by R.
Right.
Kelly. But she didn't want to go home, so she threatened him that she was going to kill herself. I heard that too.
You
And
know
then
what?
you
She
got,
act like that. If you look at the way she acts, Malcolm, she acts like she's rejected. No woman acts out like that unless the man said you gotta go, and they gave you the cold shoulder. That's how she acts, going up in there fighting that girl like that.
right. And then there's an interview out with the girls, guy that was doing music with her son was doing music with. She told people that R. Kelly she was obsessed with R. Kelly. She wanted to do a song with him. She wanted to sleep with him. She wanted to do all this. She was thinking like that at 17. And you mean to tell me, I feel like her parents don't have no control over it. She said she does what she wants, do what she wants to, because her father probably wasn't in her life because he was back and forth in jail.
Right.
But at the same time, the parents, at the end of the day, if R. Kelly is guilty of messing with Azrael, they can't blame it on him. You got to fall back. It got to fall back on the parents.
That's
because
right.
her mother said she bought the plane ticket. She said, I regret buying those plane tickets.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
that means-
You take her. And then she tried to say she gave her to what's the woman's name? Valerie.
That,
No,
yeah,
you
signed your daughter
wanted
over.
her to go with Kels. You wanted her to go to Kels. Valerie's not going to make her career. We not stupid, so we know what was going on with that.
Then it's gonna be, so you basically saying this man finna go to jail because he slept with your daughter at 17 after you signed her over, and then not only she was 3 months from being 18. Come on, they lying.
Right.
They gotta be. It's no way. And Steve Greenberg said that R. Kelly was extra protective and extra cautious about women and the age of the women he was letting his parties. So he always, after that 2008 trial, he checked IDs. He constantly checked IDs. He made sure he was dealing with the right people. So I don't believe that he took a chance on sleeping with Azrael at 17 to get a chance to go to jail. Now he went through all that from 2002 to 2008 to get himself back in this situation. It all falls down on those people, Tim Savage and all those people that got mad because he didn't want to do a deal with them. He didn't want to get in business with them. So all those former managers and bodyguards, they went to Homeland Security and told a lie on him. That's what I believe, because he cut them off. He fired everybody. He went to Farrakhan and tried to figure out what his money with his masters that was publishing it. He wanted that money back, and I feel like Clive Davis and that record label that he was signed to fed him to the wolves because they know he wanted his masters back. Same thing they did with Michael Jackson, the same thing they did to Whitney Houston and Prince. They know they couldn't get R. Kelly by harming him, so they know he's easy target when it comes to these pedophile allegations. So that's what they got him with. You got to ask yourself, they gave that record company he was with, is it not Jive? What is now Sony? I believe personally, I believe they gave the green light for surviving R. Kelly first, because how did he get his music? Somebody that was over his music had to sign a lifetime to play that music in that documentary. So I feel like they threw him to the wolves because he knew he wanted his money back. Right. They wasn't gonna give it to him. So
because I remember that. I remember them saying that he was trying to get his own get his masters or something, because he had already he didn't know what he was doing in the beginning when he was younger. He sold all his masters. That's what I thought, and he wanted his masters from what's his name? Barry Hankerson. Yeah.
Barry Hankerson played a major role in that takedown of with Robert Sylvester Kelly, because he knew that Rob couldn't read, so he took advantage of that. Not only you had people like Demetri Smith around, people like that. Demetri Smith said it out his own mouth that he took Stephen Hawkins to Susan Logan. Susan Logan is the main lawyer that been got all these women this money off R. Kelly. You mean to tell me all these women got money and none of them went to the police? That don't add up.
Susan Logan was the first attorney. Jim Derogatis was also involved back then. She was the first one. It was one girl that went to her. Tracy, I can't look. Tiffany Hawkins, right? Remember? And then that's when, if you can imagine it, all of them kept. She won a lawsuit, so here come all the other ones. The word was Susan's winning cases, y'all, and she was watching him. She was around.
Her
She
and
was an
Darren
entertainer
McDavid went
lawyer.
to school together. They're friends. She's friends with Darren McDavid.
Okay.
So Darren McDavid could have been taking money. He'd be like, "Hey, you get we gonna sue. We're gonna get Rob sued. So you go get a girl. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get a girl, and we gonna give the girl 50,000, and we split 100,000 apiece." That's what I believe they were doing. They were playing shady room background deals because this man, RKelly slept with him. Let's say for instance, he slept with a minor. Okay, he paid the 250,000. He got this situation. It's no way that this man go keep jeopardizing his career dealing with these women. He's gonna say, okay, I need to stop messing with them at these age. I might need to start messing with 18, 19, 20.
Right.
So why would he keep jeopardizing his chance, taking his chance on his freedom to go to jail to keep messing with a minor? Come on now, man. And the guy constantly said in his music, he liked women that's 18 or older. He always said it.
Yes.
He said it in Bump and Grind.
Right.
Hey, show me some ID before I go knee deep. He constantly tells people that. So I feel like they.
Oh, right.
They kept him. And Jim, and then the one thing before I go, Jim Derrick guys constantly exploited those women, and he constantly exploited R. Kelly's situation, but he didn't go to court. He didn't go to court when he was subpoenaed to go to court back in 2008. But you mean to tell me you're doing this for black women or black girls? No, you're doing it to sell books and sell articles. You don't care about R. Kelly, none of these women. You're just using these people. So he can kick Roswell if he said, I can't, that dude makes me sick. I hate to say you don't like people, but I hate that dude.
Yeah,
I hate him with a passion.
Fat ass. Yeah.
He's mad because R. Kelly didn't want to hire him as a guitarist or something like that. It goes all. These people are very. You never know when you're dealing with people like this. They are very jealous and envious you. They will do anything or try to do anything to assassinate your character, or do anything to make you look bad. And I just feel like R. Kelly was around the wrong people, and they took advantage of him, and then people just capitalized off this alleged sex stuff, and they just ran with it.
Absolutely. Well, you said a mouthful that was very good information, and it just reminds us from the whole beginning when we started. So I appreciate you calling in and being real. I'm glad I asked you that question because it got you fired up. So thank you very much, Malcolm, and y'all. I'm gonna end the calling part because it's time for me to go to bed. I gotta go to work in the morning.
All right, me too.
I'm gonna be tired.
I know the feeling.
Yes, but thanks
but
again.
I'm gonna drop this line. I ain't gonna hold you up.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you calling in.
It's no problem.
Thanks. Call again.
All right.
All right. Now let me see here. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to wrap it up. But in either case, it's tight, but it's right. I had to go there because I know that the trial is coming up, and I think that here and there, I think I'm gonna start talking about it more because like we in August. It starts September 14th is the I'm losing track. What is it? Four of the girls, and then in October, then it's Chicago. So I know that R. Kelly feels anxiety. You can't help but feel anxiety, nervous, excitement, scared. The shit was wrong. They didn't even let him out to really fight his case. So this man's fighting his case behind bars. A man that has not been convicted. Just convicted in the public opinion. Over 2.1 million people watched that show that they put out to persuade. And like Malcolm said, they didn't say, and the other young lady said, they didn't say anything good about him. So yeah, y'all, let's just try. I know I'm asking these tough questions. It's probably gonna make some of y'all wonder what side I'm on. I can't worry about that as a blogger, because that's basically what I'm doing. I know that truly how I feel is that I feel like R. Kelly is innocent and he has to be proven guilty. We all study these cases severely. Do he do some things that make me say, damn it, what the fuck were you thinking? Yes, he does. You can't even hide that. I feel that way. But there's no time. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Is there some chicks like Azriel, that she's, to me, because I know a lot of you don't think so, but I think she's a pretty girl that has features that draw his eye. But he didn't. She didn't. She came. They came. They came to him. So it's not like he's seeking out these people, like Spitting Fire said. So everybody, thank y'all so much for calling, and thank y'all so much for coming in live. I want to say hi, Texas Black Diamond. And thank you, Dee Dee. Yes, please hit the like button if y'all would be so kind, so that many people can see the live. Not for me, but because, again, R. Kelly's trial is next month. It's supposed to, unless they change it again. It starts not long. Maybe 30 days, 30 something days from now, September 14th. So, nerves are up. Where them girls at? Y'all hear anybody? Anybody talking? No, I have not heard anybody. I don't see Andrea or Andrea. I don't hear from Geronda. I don't see those Faith Roger interviews anymore. Lisa Van Allen's quiet as hell. Kitty Jones ain't no damn where to be seen. All the noise y'all made, all the trouble y'all started, where you at now? So a lot of them fell off, right? Yeah, because they can't hold up. So, yeah, y'all, thank y'all, because I already know y'all hit that like button. I appreciate everybody. I'll definitely be live soon. Don't know when. So let's just keep our Kelly in our prayers. Tex Black Diamond says that you think they'll push it back. They done pushed it back. If it's for his good, I hope it's for his good. That's all I say. Because they didn't let him. Even Steven Greenberg is fighting hard right now. He's fighting hard for the jury selection because everybody knows who he is. You cannot be a juror in the United States. You got to live in a state for a year. And you got to be over 18. Who over 18 in the United States do not have access to social media? Everybody. So it's just not right. They all disappeared. They all gone. They got nothing to say now. They're trying to get away from it now, trying to skate away from it and do their own thing. The one thing I do respect about Joycelyn is she's not out here going all crazy, making a fool out of herself, ruining her career, her possible potential career out here. She's quietly minding her business, understanding that she is with a high-profile celebrity and that this is a high-profile case. Anything she say or do can be held against her in the court of law. She's not out here. So I respect that. I respect Joycelyn for how she carried herself through all of this. It takes strength for that. Mental strength for that. Emotional. Because you could go off, Azriel out here being an Instagram model, dressing like a porn star, wearing bikinis and, wanting everybody to see her body and talking about how slushy and wet she is. And, she just not making herself look good as a woman, as a lady. Not even talking about Robert Kelly. Talking about a woman. You talking about you want to advocate for women, but you out here doing what the next hoe that's made for the streets do? You don't act like that. People follow the crowd too much on my way out the door, y'all. People follow the crowd. Everything you see, you want to do. They on Megan Thee Stallion's on Instagram showing her ass. Every time you look on Instagram, she's just twerking. I can't twerk. I'm not hating, and I wish I could like that. But people like her, people like, all these Instagram rappers that looks like sluts and skanks. They think that's what you should be. That's what people like, she got to be careful of, Azriel, because that's what you really, you are acting like, and you shouldn't, because that's not a good look. That's not a good look, especially if you're saying a person did these things to you. You was raped. You was this, but you got your ass out. All you got between your butt cheeks is a string. Half of these women need to sit their stinking asses down. And they need to be popped, if you ask me, not with a weapon, but with a hand, with their grandmother's, the back of their mom's hand. Because they need to sit down. They know they was raised better than that. They ain't have their mom. They had their grandma. But do what you want. They grown. Who gives a damn? It's their life, their world. What do I know?